She's such a dirty liar. So now it's time for the stream proper between her and Brittany Venti. So let's go back out here.
Yeah. I hate the way it's
and
set
we're
up
gonna
now,
do
by the way.
the debate stream. I know it's really,
It's like
really
actually like
annoying.
rattling me how different
So
it is.
this is Brittany Venti's post-show dissection, and this clip really sums it all up.
It's the best clip.
Suppa. By the way, can we get one big fucking retard alert for what has transpired tonight? Holy shit, Chrissy. Retard alert! Retard alert!
She got pretty good at that.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say she prepped it and was like. Remember when RTU tried doing this?
Didn't work out so good.
Never seen anything like it. 2 quartering levels.
That is actually funny. Oh, wait. By the way, speaking of that retard alert, hang on. Of Brittany doing that. Come on. Where is it? A Lazy Shell did an animation of it. I'll find it later. Here we go.
Okay. So Chrissy deleted the live chat replay. Okay. People are calling her out there. Why delete the live chat replay? Yup. So much for being an advocate for free speech, but removing the live chat replay when it's disadvantageous to you. Guess a grifter is going to grift. Everything is forever on the internet. Other streamers were covering this live, so they did record all the live chat replay on their live streams. Now the real question is whether Chrissy and her husband will start false flagging these videos now. And this person says she's an absolute coward, sad, pathetic. And I'll explain to you guys why she did this. You'll see during this live stream, her creating revisionist history and retconning everything in real time, gaslighting Brittany that the whole chat is against her and all the super chats are negative against her. And she's like, I don't want to dogpile Brittany by reading. You guys are all sending in all this negative stuff in chat and DMs. Meanwhile, the entire chat was pro-Venti. All of the super chats were pro-Venti. And Chrissie Mayr was cherry picking super chats by her band of simps in order to create a narrative so that when she disabled the live chat replay, everyone who watched it would think that Brittany lost and was blown out. And I was messaging Venti in real time, telling her what was happening, that this was fucking insane and disingenuous and crazy.
Oh, here it is. Ready?
Can we get one big fucking retard alert for what has transpired tonight? Holy shit, Chrissy.
Oh my God, you see that?
Alert for what has transpired tonight.
The Chrissy version of Lazy Shell.
The hag mode. She doesn't look horse-like enough, in my opinion.
Retard alert! Retard alert!
I'm sorry that you feel that way, Brittany.
Oh my God.
Okay. So continuing on, this is what she did. She brought in 20. So look at how her super chats were doing before this. The latest assassination attempt on Trump brought in $3.
Oh my God.
The Nikki Huntsman stream brought in only $189. So it's not been going so good in the Chrissy kingdom. So that's why she's financially desperate and destitute, and she's had to turn to selling her soul to Hambly and trying to cash in on this drama, because she brought in, I think, over $1,000 on the first stream with Melanie and over $2,400. You see there, $2,416, and didn't even read like a fraction of the super chats. I don't even think she read half of the super chats because they were against her. So she just scammed everybody. Straight up.
Of course.
So then she's liking stuff like this. I can't believe that Brittany Venti attacked you on Mother's Day of all days. Hiding behind Mother's Day.
She didn't attack you. She exposed this whole fucking thing. So you can't make fun of Chrissy or call her out. because she's a Catholic now,
But
which as
why are
Catholic
all
way
of these-
longer. And then
Why are all of these edgy truth tellers so soft and sensitive that they can't take any criticism?
it's Mother's Day. Her dad died 3 years ago. This happened. That happened. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar.
It's full on
dude.
snowflake gang. Full on snowflake gang.
Ring it up, Ralph Dub.
This is another, like, she knew and she lied, right? So she said that we couldn't come on her show because we're banned on YouTube, even though I'm not banned on YouTube. And when that was revealed to her, she just ran out of excuses and admitted that she would never bring me on. But she would bring Ralph on. Ralph was banned on YouTube in 2018. Why were you fine to have him on, but not PPP or Warski? You know you can have banned creators on. You can't even lie right about the little things. Can't believe you looked at the live button and actually pressed it.
By the way, the fucking rule is you could have a banned creator on. It's just if they're banned, they can't predominantly feature on
the whole
site.
channel.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
it.
it can't be the majority of content features them.
That's
right?
literally it.
Yeah. Chrissie Mayr claimed she wouldn't invite PPP or Andy on because she's not sure if banned people can go on live streams, despite having Cecil Says on after he was banned multiple times. So why is she worried now? Well, one of these streams is not like the other, right?
Mean copium, shut up.
So Nina Infinity gave her breakdown, and I think that this is a pretty good breakdown of what happened. She says, that was hard to watch. There's a lot to unpack, but here are my first thoughts. From the first minute of the stream, Chrissy began it with a long, unnecessary simpcast intro, as if this was going to be business as usual and not as serious as it is. The intro also oddly happens to feature Melanie Mack more than most other regular co-hosts of the show. And how many times has she even been on in recent memory? The point of this stream was to address a Melanie Mack interview that was the worst thing that ever happened to her channel, and deciding to start it with that intro was tone deaf as fuck. Chrissy then kept saying she didn't understand how Melanie was connected to what's happening with the quartering, and that she chose one friend's opinion, Melanie's, who told her this wasn't a big deal, over the other friend, Nina, who told her this was a big deal, and tried to signal her to take things seriously because I had a feeling Melanie was trying to manipulate her. She continues. And when she was confronted with the fact that the chat overwhelmingly actually confirmed what her other friend, that being Nina, tried to warn her about, she chose to side with Melanie, did not hold her accountable on that interview, and continued to do the same on this show. Even after Kim tried to explain it to her, she just glazed right over that. Still didn't call out Melanie for her behavior on her show. I don't even think she still realizes it, which is quite astounding. No, Nina, she's just a lying liar that lies. And she couldn't issue a genuine apology to Brittany, which is why she's very upset and has every right to be. There's so much more, but I'm going to leave it there for now. But man, tying your horse to the Melanie Mack wagon is an interesting choice. It's not the Melanie Mack wagon. It's the Jeremy Hambly wagon. Don't get it twisted.
Melanie Mack has no wagon.
Yeah, she's done.
She's not.
He's just a sycophant servant of Jeremy Hambly. Yeah. So this was the live stream. We'll probably just skip past the intro, but it heavily featured Melanie Mack. Like, it was ridiculous.
Which one's this?
There you go. Let's go to 9 minutes.
9, okay.
Something like that.
Oh.
It's a 3-hour long stream.
Let's go back a little bit more.
Time I thing being to get this chat. Oh, hey guys.
Okay, here we go. So after, by the way, she was late by 5 minutes or more, and then she played like this 8-minute long intro. So everybody was already fucking pissed. And the intro featured Melanie Mack for no reason whatsoever. I think, honestly, to just piss people off more. Okay. So now she's going to come on and she's going to make a bunch of excuses for her behavior instead of being accountable and owning what she did. Okay.
Okay. Isn't that the Brittany Venti version? Or?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, they come in later? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
Duh.
This is a different simcast than usual. I'm just going to start. It's just going to be me because I feel like I need to explain some things. I need to talk about everything that's been going on.
Buddy,
But
she's
look at it.
teary-eyed.
She's already got tears in her eyes. She's basically gonna cry at some point, like just playing for sympathy and victim status. But she says, I feel like I have to explain some things. And then later she's gonna say that she was bullied into doing this. So do you really feel like you have to explain things? Or were you bullied by Gary and D-Day Cobra and the other people that you associate with into doing this? Because if you were bullied into this, you shouldn't do this,
Fucking double down, bitch.
And this week, since I had Melanie Mack on my channel, and
I
if you
hate that,
see
by
me-
the way. It's like,
No, it's not that you had Melanie
I'm a
Mack on your channel. It's that you pretended not to know things that you did know and that you swept for her and Jeremy Hambley and pretended like none of this stuff ever happened and you never heard of it before when we just showed definitively that you did know.
looking at notes, it's because I have really taken the past few days.
So she
to
needs notes
listen
to
and
keep her
reflect.
lies
well,
straight.
yeah,
No,
to
you
keep her
haven't.
lies straight, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Of course. That's why.
You didn't take the time to listen and reflect. You
Look at
took the
that.
time to come up with an insane cope narrative. By the way, we got Neon Bible Believer for 10,000 kids.
Let's
Because
go.
don't reinforce the narrative that Chrissy panicked. This was completely transactional. You come on my show, I sweep for you in quartering, and I allow the audience to throw stones at you for profit while you struggle not to cry. With friends like her who needs enemies. That's what I think went down. I really do. But she could have fallen on I panicked. I should have just been honest, but I lied to protect my friend, and I'll never do that again. And but she just couldn't even be at that level of honesty, which would still been a lie.
And thanks for that massive drop, Neon Bible Believer, man. Appreciate you. Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you.
And collect my thoughts, and also collect the thoughts and concerns.
Oh, wait, you guys, Steven goes, did the guest Cherry Perez even say anything in the Simcast? She said, I don't know what's going on, but all I know is quartering. I haven't watched him in years.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, why do other people's thoughts and concerns even matter? Like, shouldn't it just be your thoughts and your concerns? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, do what you think is right. Don't say that you're influenced by other people into doing this because it makes it not authentic and there's no point in doing it then. By the way, we got Wyatt Gunner for 2,000 kicks with a smiley face, and 5150 says 42-year-old crying bullying? Sad, pathetic, and Soapmore. I was basically bullied into this. Translation, I have contempt for people wanting me to do this. Exactly. Sneeden says, did that guest Cherry Perez even say anything on the Simpcast? I think.
I replied to that.
Did you read that? All right.
I said that she said that she never watched the quartering or she stopped watching him. And Bozo
I think she did the smartest thing of all, which was to shut the fuck up.
Actually, her one line made me laugh really hard when she just bashes quartering. She's like, she saw which way the wind was blowing and was like, you know
and
what?
then her tweet after the fact was Kino too, and we'll show that.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. I didn't see her tweet.
Of you guys, and I want to make sure I'm addressing each point and being thorough and being
By the way,
honest.
that other chick who was on the bottom right was based as well, Felting Chrissy.
and being
Don't tell us you're being thorough and honest. Just be thorough and honest. Why do we need this whole preamble? Why?
Yeah. The Kimberly was based.
transparent, because that is not something that the quartering has given you all. And
I thought you were bullied into saying that. Oh, you're bullied. You're
just
Well, she's crying.
put it all out there and answer your questions. But at the same time, I'm not looking to make this a 3-hour
Casino Tolerator for 19 subs. Let's go. Thank you, Tolerator. Appreciate
long
it.
stream. I never wanted to talk about the quartering drama.
Shut the fuck up.
You're such a lying bitch. Why did you tell Camelot in the DMs then that you wanted Melanie on for the drama and to make money off of it? Why did you tell Camelot that then? Why did you tell 4 other people the same fucking thing, Chrissy? Why did you do that?
But I've been sort of.
I hate these people, by the way.
I hate them so much.
Who go, I don't want to be part of drama as they're creating the draw. It's like
as they're in the drama and dragging all sorts of other people into it that didn't even want to be a part of it.
It's crazy.
And then pretend like they're the victim for fucking over their coworkers by bringing a bunch of drama to their doorstep.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, say that they were bullied and that they're the victim and that the people that they work with are evil, woke it leftists. When everything they've done their entire careers is to fight against that. But you smear them with that because you fucked them over to take Jeremy Hambley's poop-stained money, you cunt.
Yeah, and Tolerator in chat says, sub to the locals if you think Chrissie Mayr is a fucking monster. That's right, and you can help out Flake by subbing to the locals, guys. Thank you so much. I'll do some streams this week for sure.
Bullied into it here.
Over on
And so I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to do my best to address everything. And there's some of you listening tonight that are never going to believe anything I say. There's some of you tonight who might be on the fence. There's some of you here tonight who are just going to make content and twist what I say to fit your narrative. To
Fuck you, bitch. Twist
this is
what you
crazy.
say. I fucking hate to lie and then to go, you're going to twist my, even though we have so much evidence.
make money.
Oh, yeah.
And that's fine. And that's your progress. And that's YouTube. And it's
Make
fair
money.
use. You guys can,
make money. Okay, I can pause every
make
second.
such
Sorry.
a-
of course.
I'll
She's such
stop
a
because
victim.
I can pause every millisecond to say something.
So, but I just felt like I had to be true to myself and be honest and address all those concerns.
A telltale sign of a liar is when they say, I just felt I needed to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Believe me, stuff like this. It's like, why wouldn't we believe you? Why would you feel the need to lie? Like, shouldn't you just default want to tell the truth? Like, it's so manipulative.
No, she was bullied
it's
into
crazy.
this, dude. She was bullied into this. She didn't.
Clear some things up. So
Yeah, and we got Gun Terra for 2,000 kicks. Says Ricada says Quartering was asking to buy pizza. Whoa, but yeah, I don't know. Ricada's like vague posting for attention, talking about like Quartering was trying to buy strippers or prostitutes with him or some shit like this. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't trust a goddamn word that Ricada says about fucking anything. So
I don't even know. Oh, no
we got
comment.
Wyatt for a gifted sub.
Yeah, with Ricada, it's like, I don't know what to believe from that guy.
if you think I'm a grifter, if you think I'm doing this for money, please.
By the way, hang on.
You're
by the way,
obviously a
by the way,
grifter and you obviously do this for
with
money.
Ricada-
Stop it.
Ricada, shut the fuck up or leak the texts.
Seriously.
That's it.
It's all
The
just
end.
attention seeking. There's your
Exactly.
30 seconds on the show, bud. Congrats.
Bye.
Please don't super chat me. I want to make
What
that
is that?
crystal
Oh,
clear.
stop it. So when she says, please don't super chat me if you don't believe me, what she's saying is, I don't want to receive super chats that push back on my narrative. And you won't get to have your say or hold her accountable, right? Like, it's just twisted. Like, because this is the forum to discuss all of this. So, of course, people who are against you are going to donate to this show, viewing it as a lesser evil to enrich you so that the truth is known than to not and let the lies prevail. So it's a very disingenuous premise from the beginning. And that's why any sort of future interactions with her will never, ever happen on her stream where she profits and has control. Fuck her.
Apparently, RT did a segment about this. I'll be sure to not watch that.
If you think I'm
my
a
God.
liar or unfunny or ugly or whatever.
Like,
full of
nobody's
shit, or-
even saying that. Like, it's such straw mans.
To be
People
fair,
are
I
saying,
was saying that. I'm kidding.
well, I mean, it is all true, right? Obviously, she is unfunny and ugly and old and walled and, you know what I mean? And like a madame at a digital brothel, et cetera, right?
Yeah.
But the true matter is at hand is, did you know? And you did know. And did you sweep? And yes, you did sweep. And the real question,
You're not.
and the answer
sorry.
is no, right?
Did I say not funny? Then please give your money to somebody else. If you think there's a streamer out there that's been covering this in a way you like better, please give your money to that person. Support who you want to
Let's
support.
get some
here.
subs.
Um,
Let's get some subs.
and I need to say this up top. Kino Casino
Why is
needs
this
to
the
get his
first thing you're
channel
saying?
back.
His channel back. So you researched into this, right, Chrissy? You educated yourself. You learned everything. So obviously it's a lie. Like, it's immediately obvious that she's lying. Either she didn't look into this at all and she lied about looking into it.
She knows
or she's being disingenuous and disrespectful again and insulting the audience's intelligence. Kino Casino needs to get his channel back. Kino Casino is not an individual. It's not a he. It's a show with Andy Worski and PPP.
She's trying to act like
she's above it. We're beneath them. We're nobodies.
Actually,
we're a joke.
So funny? This reminds me of Red Bar Radio. She's like Bar Red or something. Like on one time she said like bringing up Mike. She goes, "Is it like Bar Red Bar?" Like it's always like, but always playing stupid.
The
we got Sunset 90 for 2,000 kick says, if you notice how people steal, notice she believes there's a Kino Casino channel and also a clip channel. But yeah, she definitely educated herself on this whole thing. 5150 for 5 subs. Sneedism for 5 subs. The Fed Next Door for 5 subs. And Jodas Priest with a sub as well.
Thank you guys so fucking much. But yeah, she's always like,
to get their channel back. All of these channels that were affected by Jeremy's actions need to get their channels back. I think it's something like 13 or 14 channels that have been deleted. Correct me if I'm wrong.
She doesn't even know what's going on.
This is bullshit. You know, people are allowed to.
Oh, but she was bullied into saying this, by the way.
To make content, and flagging for privacy complaints is wrong. It reminds me so much of what
it wasn't a privacy complaint.
I think she means the one privacy complaint.
Well, that was the bull Adam Sellers that sent the privacy complaint.
That doesn't make sense, actually. You're right.
No, it doesn't make sense. And she clearly didn't do any research on this at all, but she did. She actually knows everything that's going on, and she's intentionally getting things wrong to muddy the waters and obfuscate. It's so transparent.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we got DSP Historical Society, sure, for 21 subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you so much, DSP.
Sure. Stealing content is wrong. The Oranges video, when I finally watched it, I laughed because I'm like, this reminds me of Sniper Wolf. You know, you can't just take someone else's content without, you got to transform it, you got to comment on it. It's stealing content is lazy and it's wrong, and flagging for privacy complaints because someone's talking about your wife or whatever else, if you have beef with somebody, is also wrong.
What happened? Like, she's painting it all in such a disingenuous and dismissive
watch the documentary way. If your career's on the line and your future, watch the doc.
She apparently took 5 days, right? Between that stream and this one, and she still didn't educate herself on anything? Or is it that she knew the whole time and she's just doing this obfuscation bullshit? I think it's the second. I think she does know every single detail that's going on because she's terminally online, right? And she's just pretending not to know, to confuse people and muddy the waters to sweep for Mel and Jer so she can secure her seat at the quarter cast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To make content and comments about cringe moments I've had in the past. That's part of being on YouTube. That's part of being like a public figure or whatever.
Exactly.
And I think Jeremy,
she's doing the privacy complaint angle so as to not blame Jeremy. She's putting the blame on Adam Sellers by doing it this way. This is clever. She can apologize, but put it on Adam Sellers. And we're just going to pretend that Quartering never sent those DMs to Josh Moon or those public tweets where he said, first I'll take their clip channel, then I'll take their kick channel. I'm going to take everything they have. Like, it's pretty black and white. And he said that he would call his YouTube rep and have the channel taken down for ban evasion. That's exactly what happened.
Did you see some guy LARPing as Adam Sellers on Reddit? And it was,
I did.
And it was clearly Jer. It was clearly fucking Jer. It
probably was.
It was Jer. It literally was Jer. Like, come on.
His Twitter. And I think I saw there's a lawsuit out for him today, which is good.
There's obviously not a lawsuit against him. Like, she's just spreading misinformation and allowing Jeremy to claim victim status. There is no lawsuit. There's some fucking nobody with 700 followers on Twitter claiming that he has authorization from us to launch a class action lawsuit for DMCA takedowns. Like, his filing doesn't even make any fucking sense because it wasn't for DMCA takedowns. And anybody with 2 fucking brain cells to rub together could figure that out. It's some fucking attention whore, probably a troll, trying to insert himself in this to get himself clout. Like, he has nothing to do with anything. But she knows about that. She knows to spread misinformation like that, but she doesn't know any of the real shit that's going on.
By the way, Soap More for Pack It Up saying a great line here. Guys, take it easy on Chrissie. She was being honest and clearing the air with a genuine apology. That's why the stream was subs only. Yup, exactly.
Really put a lot together in the last few days, and the outrage is completely justified. These people deserve to get their channels back. These people deserve to get their livelihoods back.
Well, what should happen
it'll
to
be
Jer?
interesting to see what comes out in Discovery with this lawsuit.
There is going to be no lawsuit. What the fuck are we talking about?
What lawsuit?
There is.
Come on.
Well, he talks about it like it's a fact that it's happening. There's no lawsuit. It's not happening.
Like, there's no lawsuit. Like,
I also heard of another channel called Undead Chronic. I don't know who you are, but their channel was banned too, and they should get their channel back also. Any strike that Jeremy caused just because somebody was talking about them.
now, Chrissie, do you see why everyone hates Mel and wants her like banished into the shadow realm? Because she supports this guy.
That's messed up. And I hope those
She's
strikes go
my
away.
friend.
I hope everyone gets their channels back. And I hope I want there to be accountability for the messed up stuff that
what should
Jeremy
happen
has done. So I want to make sure that's clear.
Right.
I want to explain first my intentions for my stream
This
with
is all
Melanie.
gonna be
I
lies.
had Melanie on my show on Wednesday, and I had been trying to get her on since really Easter, since my confirmation, since I converted to
Wait a minute.
Catholicism.
She's been trying
I
to
wanted
get
to have
her
her-
on since Easter Sunday when Jeremy decided to issue the fatwa against us in a
What
drunken
the
meltdown and take down our channels. That's
Yo.
interesting, isn't it?
Yo.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
Oh my
It's
God.
almost like she's been angling for this quarter cast spot ever since shit hit the fucking fan and Luke was getting out of there and Hannah Claire was considering getting out of there and maybe even Mel. And Chrissie was like, I'm going to do this audition with Mel and sweep it all up and get hired.
buddy.
on because she's my friend. I wanted to have her on to talk about that, to talk about she just got married.
Then
I
why
wanna
did
talk
you
about
tell Camelot in DMs that you had her on to exploit the drama and get viewership and money? Why did you tell Camelot that then? Or is he lying? Will you come out and say he's lying and full of shit? Because right now, it looks like you have no fucking credibility whatsoever. And I'm inclined to believe him and everybody else saying that you're a fucking lying bitch.
faith. And I was so excited. She hadn't been on Simcast in a while. I was so excited to have her on and finally like reconnect. I know it sounds like sad, but sometimes I look forward to streams as a way to like connect with an old friend. Who
Well,
knows?
why
Like
couldn't
maybe it
you
should have
just
been a phone
call her
call, but
on
it
your
was a
own
stream,
time?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially
Right?
during this like hot, like
She knew.
Controversy?
This is a ridiculous fucking lie, man.
And I wanted to connect with my friend about my conversion, which I was really excited about. And I know I'm new.
oh
at the
yeah,
Catholic
you're so
faith
excited you had a fucking porn star on the next day.
thing, but I'm excited to be on what I feel like is the right path. And I wanted to talk about that with her. I never meant to like mislead people, you know. I never
I was saying so many slurs while listening to this.
connected the drama that was
Like if
going on.
there was a black guy
Come on.
walking past my
Like-
apartment, like at that moment, I would get
You were
broken
directly
into.
told by Nina that Melanie was connected to this whole thing.
Mhm.
And she warned you about Melanie hours before the live stream that you did and told you exactly what was going to happen. Okay. The idea that you didn't know is laughable or make the connection, especially when you told Camelot after the fact that you did do it knowing about the drama, knowing that you would get viewers and money. It's the only explanation that makes any sense, Chrissy. Because the web of lies that you're weaving, it doesn't hold up to any sort of scrutiny.
With Jeremy to Melanie, I never thought that Melanie needed to answer for Jeremy's sins.
Yes, she does. She works
co-signed
with him
them.
and
Listen,
co-signed it.
Here's the thing. Just because she works with Jeremy doesn't necessarily mean she agrees with everything he does, right? But she's come out and explicitly agreed with the stuff that Jeremy's done and laughed about it. So yes, she is a part of it. You know, she takes a paycheck from him. She supports him every fucking day, is out there on Twitter accusing Friday Night Tights of all sorts of crazy fucking shit, saying they're woke leftists and this is cancel tactics and all this stuff. Are you fucking kidding me?
I knew there was drama with Jeremy.
Listen, Melanie made a video. She made 2 videos, one of which she's deleted, where she called all content creators snakes, and it was clearly targeted at Stuttering Craig, and she was clearly sweeping for Jeremy.
And
she
Bearing,
made a video,
and Bearing.
Yes, and she made a video addressing the quartering drama where she was sweeping for Jeremy and weighing in on his side, right? She made a video talking about how content creation stealing is bad, you know, but then she deleted that one because it was embarrassing for Jer because he was called out. She did that yesterday. By the way, we got Brian Landon for 5 subs. And Toff Bottom says if you two don't ease up on Jer, he'll be too stressed to finish his facial scrub formula.
Yeah, he'll never get to it now. Not like he completely stole the money and like literally scammed everyone.
Yeah, scammed everybody.
There was shit going on. But I never at any point thought, well, this is Melanie's fault. She needs to answer for this. She needs
to have
to
a Coke 1 second.
Speak on this. She needs to call this out. So, and I never advertised that stream as a call out stream or an ambush stream or an accountability stream. Nowhere in my title or description or in the body of the text of my stream with Melanie did I ever say that I would talk about the quartering drama.
All you had to do was refuse to talk about it. Say you weren't going to talk about it. You weren't going to read super chats that were negative about her. And you weren't going to bring Brittany Venti on. You just had to be honest.
No. Also, she told Camelot. She knew about the drama. Yeah. She knew. Like, you knew this would happen. By the way, this isn't like a, kind of viral. This is like in our sphere.
Yeah.
Everyone is tweeting about this, including everyone she follows.
But who advertises an ambush stream as an ambush stream? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you try and be covert. You bait her in. We're going to talk about religion. She knew what was going to happen. She knew that Melanie was going to be pelted with all these negative super chats, and Chrissy was going to be able to line her pockets off the grift while also sweeping it all up. So there was no accountability for Melanie. Like, that was the plan all along.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had her on and I see the chat, I panicked because I really wasn't expecting.
You were expecting this. You told Camelot you were expecting it. Nina Infinity informed you as well. I mean, the idea that you didn't expect that is laughable because you were laughing all the way to the bank, counting that cash, knowing that it was going to come in.
I can't even believe
1,000 oranges. I wasn't expecting 2,000 brooms. When people say, Chrissy, the chat tried to tell you. The chat tried to tell you. The chat was extremely hostile.
Yes, as they should have been.
You know what I'm saying? When your chat's incredibly hostile and they're all saying the same thing in one loud voice and people are putting their money behind it and your friends are telling you the same stuff, you don't put any stock into it. It must all just be lunatic trolls and schizophrenics, right?
Yeah.
Even when your co-hosts on Friday Night Tights are also agreeing with that stuff. Okay. Sure thing, Chris. Sure thing.
But it's not even them. It's like everyone.
Everyone's talking about this.
Every person.
The chat was extremely insulting to both of us.
Who cares?
What am I going to say? Melanie, there's 1,000 oranges coming in. Let me put you in the waiting room
By the way, it also was the super chats. She co-signed flagging. The Kino Casino was taken down by her boss. Like it's like literally spelling out, and then she skipped all those super chats to read an insult on me.
But at the end
Andy's
of
a piece of shit. It's like you read that one, but not the explosion.
It's crazy. At the end of the day, Chrissy, you're a grown adult, okay, that decided to put yourself on the internet and act a fool, and then you're surprised when people shit on you for it and you're a victim. Fuck you. You're not a victim. You're a highly paid grifter, okay? Let's be real.
Well, I figured that I was really overwhelmed and taken aback by all that. And
No, you weren't. It's a lie.
I froze and
It's a lie.
and
It was all part of the plan.
On my
She
screen
was
here,
so confident the whole time and so comfortable the whole time. Like she was in command. Like she knew what she was doing. She jumped in for Mel, answered for Mel constantly. She was working that broomstick hard, just sweeping away.
And Mel's just smiling there because don't worry, Chrissy. Jared's going to pay all your bills for you.
I have my questions from my interview with Melanie Mack, and one of them was you addressed the quartering drama back in April. Now,
oh, you know what's crazy about this? Ordering would have taken Chrissy, and it would have been like how he took Hannah from Tim. It would have been like he gotten Chrissy from like
from Friday night nights. Exactly. And that's the thing is that would have been his narrative is they're woke and he rescued her from this situation with these evil leftists, and it would be this whole sob story. And that's still their plan. Like they're going to run that narrative till the fucking cows come home when Chrissy goes over there. Just probably going to happen in the next week or two. Maybe they'll wait a month, hoping, because I don't know. They've got their hand caught now in the fucking cookie jar, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. Now it's like the jig is up, bud.
that some time has passed, how do you feel about it now? So it's like I did bring it up with her.
So you did know about it,
even though I wasn't going to like center our chat around it. And when all those chats and angry messages came in, I just figured, well, I guess she talked about it as much as she wanted to talk about, and I don't want her to get her upset by seeing all of this. Like, is she expecting all this?
We
and again,
can't
I was
let the
trying to keep my
guests get
stream.
upset.
Oh
no, that would be really bad. Like
you
just
put your friend
admit
in a situation.
But just admit, but Mel knew what was going to happen. They both knew what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They probably agreed to everything all along. It's like, yep, all these bad super chats are going to come in, but don't worry, Mel. I'm not going to press you. I'm going to give you a get out of jail free card. If there's a question that you don't know how to answer, just hesitate for 3 seconds. I'll come in and answer it for you. We're going to get through this. I'm going to make a big bag. You're going to be able to say that you addressed the controversy. And we're going to laugh all the way to the bank and milk simp Jer for all he's worth.
Literally how it went down.
To like an hour and a half, like I normally do. And the stream ended up going 2 hours. And
Usually I say allegedly in our opinion, right? You know how I always say that?
If she didn't want to hurt Mel's feelings, why did she read the super chats at all? She should have just refused to read the super chats. I'm not going to read that shit.
Yeah.
You know what she didn't? This is the thing. She didn't read the super chats on Sunday's show, on the show we're watching now. So obviously she doesn't feel like she has to read the super chats. She's selective about which ones she will and will not read. Just say, I'm not going to read that shit. You paid to have your message highlighted in chat. I don't have to repeat to my friend the nasty shit you're saying, right? This thing, but she was reading them to incentivize people to send more in so she could make money because she's financially she's having hard times. Yep. She's fallen off. Like she has no viewership.
I would say you know how I usually say allegedly in our opinion? To in this stream alone, it's 100% true. None of it's in our opinion. It's all real. Real. It is.
By the way, 5150 says when Jer starts harassing Chrissy on his show, I won't have any sympathy. No one's going to have any sympathy for her. And the thing is, she'll have no other options. Because this is what she's chose. To burn bridges with everybody else, to burn it all down, to work for Jer. And so when everybody else views her as radioactive and damaged goods and won't come on for her panels and stuff, other than the porn stars who don't have any discernment at all, right? Then she'll have no choice but to take whatever abuse Jer gives her, but she'll love it because she's fucked in the head.
Oh, you know who's felting a Jer now? Ricky Berwick.
Good.
All of the super chats, and at the end I was trying to like move it along, and I wanted to read everybody's super chats because I know that people get upset when you don't do that, but I also felt like, oh god, these super chats are upsetting her, and I feel like it seems like she's talked about it as
You
much
didn't
as she
have to
wants to
read
talk
them.
about it.
Did you have a gun to your head, Chrissy?
And I didn't want her to get upset, so I just was like, all right, a lot of these chats are saying the same thing. I'm not going to apologize for having her on. She's my friend.
That's not what anyone's asking you to do.
But that, it doesn't matter. Look, get felted. If you have a friend on who deplatforms people and you're her friend and you're going to defend her, well, don't be mad when everyone in the world hates you. The end.
But she's creating a straw man argument that
Exactly.
no one said.
Well, and that on top of.
Everybody was really excited that she brought Melanie Mack onto a platform where Melanie Mack could be confronted and held accountable, because any sort of criticism on her or Jeremy's platform is immediately swept up and thrown into the fucking bin. So people were like, this is actually great. We're finally going to get answers from Melanie. And then both you and Mel just played ignorant, played stupid, were disingenuous, insulted everybody's intelligence, and swept the whole thing up. And then everybody was fucking pissed. And there was an opportunity for Brittany Venti to confront Melanie Mack, which is what the audience wanted to see happen. And rather than just say, I'm not comfortable with that, Melanie didn't agree to that, I have no interest in that, maybe some other time, if Melanie agrees, we can schedule that. You lied and said that Brittany didn't message you. When Brittany was messaging you to go on, you saw the red receipt. It happened. You saw it. Everybody knows you saw it. You lied to a bunch of people. Then you admitted that you did actually see it to 4 separate people. Okay. And now what? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you should have just been honest with everybody instead of doing these lies.
About Catholicism, me getting confirmed, and her getting married. She caught the bouquet
To be
at
honest,
my wedding.
No one wanted to hear that shit, and you know that no one wants to fucking hear you talk about Catholicism and your family lives. No one gives a shit about any of that.
To talk to her, I wanted to be like, hey, why wasn't I there to catch your bouquet? But so if it's gonna upset you that I'm
passive
not here
aggressive
to
dig at Mel that she wasn't invited to the wedding, like she can't help but be a mean girl. She just can't.
Hey, Chrissy is.
Apologize for having my friend Melanie on to talk
Chrissy's
about
Chrissy.
my conversion. I am sorry.
Come on.
And for those of you who are upset that I didn't have Brittany on that stream, by the time she had messaged me, I had wanted to wrap this show up. I had wanted, because it had been 90.
Just admit you were never going to bring her on. Just say I wasn't comfortable. Like, why do you do these lies? Why do you do this?
I get tired at night.
You want to know why? Because she's used to people believing her lies time and time again.
Well, nobody will actually aggressively confront her on any of this stuff ever.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But again, it only extended as long as it did because I wanted to get through all the super chats. And please don't give Brittany Venti crap for not being on that stream.
Why would they?
Please don't give.
Why would they?
It's obviously entirely your fault.
No. Why she's saying this is because Brittany was pissed off that people did think that she wasn't going to go on. But Brittany's like, no, here, I was going to go on. Here's the messages. And now she's going, don't give Brittany, everyone knows she wanted on, okay? You were the one who was trying to make it sound like she wasn't messaging.
Nina, infinity crap. Like, none of my friends or people I stream with should be getting crap.
Oh, friends, because you're a liar.
For how I handled or didn't handle a stream. So I'm not.
But do you see how your lies affect other people, your friends?
She just doesn't care. She does see that, but she doesn't care.
No.
Your friend on, because that's retarded, and I'm allowed to make the content I want to make.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are. No, but
kidding,
she
I'm
is
kidding, I'm
allowed to
kidding, I'm
make.
kidding,
But
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
but she is allowed to make the content she wants to make, but she has to actually communicate with the audience what her boundaries are and what the shows are going to be. It is crazy.
I also really want to address Nina Infinity's stream from 2 weeks ago. So 2
Okay.
weeks ago, or
Wait.
2 weeks,
The whole thing is like, I can make the content I want. Yeah. And the audience will react how they want.
Exactly.
You don't get it
It's
both
like
ways.
saying, like, if you don't make the content the audience wants, they're not going to be happy with you, are they? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
before I
Like when we watch an RTU video, we know our audience will bleed out.
Yeah, they're not accepting.
Exactly.
had Melanie on, I was on a stream with Nina Infinity and also Verbal Riot, where we did discuss the quartering drama.
Right.
And I watched it last night to refresh myself because I heard that I
She
was listening
forgot
to
it all.
Camelot and Nina's stream. And I was like, wow, I need to listen back to this. If we talked about this Jeremy
You have
stuff,
Alzheimer's? She didn't even remember
more than I had
talking about
remembered,
it,
like-
apparently.
She brought it
But
up.
not only that, she's also lying because there was a conversation, according to Nina, after the public live stream that went on for a while.
And
So
also right before this podcast.
yeah,
Or the
Yeah.
last podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
the Mel podcast.
yeah, the Melanie podcast, yeah.
and
And also Chrissy brought it up. It was her. She brought it up.
and I listened back to it, and I was honestly shocked. I was like,
Right.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
we all were.
Wow.
We all were that your lies were exposed. Huh?
Ah.
It's not like this was 2 years ago or even 2 months ago. It was 2 weeks ago. And this drama has been everywhere on every timeline. But you didn't know anything about it, even though it was directly explained to you both publicly and privately multiple times.
I'm actually really embarrassed that I didn't
You should be.
recall everything in this
Come on, you didn't
conversation.
recall. What are you in court? In a deposition? I didn't recall. No, I don't recall. You think that this is going to work? Are you fucking kidding me? No one believes you.
It's and I dropped the ball. I should have been up to speed on everything, and
You were?
but
You were.
but
You
the
knew.
main point I'm making here is I did not connect Jeremy's drama
Such
to
a
Melanie.
lie. What is wrong with you?
You should have saw the chat and instantly either ended the stream and not milk people for money or confront Mel.
And this
I want to talk about my Bible thing. Well, then you're going to get felted. The end. Like, I don't know
Nina
what to
stream
say.
happened 2 weeks before my stream with Melanie.
Yeah,
So
you ring the tard bell. People are like,
No,
honestly,
it's actually it's just
like
crazy.
like this is for all the. You could literally hit that the whole day.
Oh, I know. We got 51. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got, let me see here.
Oh, I think it scrolled up. Oh shit!
It's Neon Bible Believer for 2,000 kicks says lying, pornography, illegal downloads, and skee ball are egregious sins.
Mm-hmm.
Lobotomized Man for 500 says they're calling her the dumbest cunt in the world. And Neon Bible Believer for another 500 kicks. And Raging Rhino for 500 kicks. Chrissy did know what was happening when Mel was on because she just said she wrote down a question to ask Mel about the quartering. What the fuck? I know. Dolly for 5 says $5 from Estonia. Jeremy, in trying to silence his critics, made his flag at Cuckoldry Global Knowledge. God bless the casino. And then Soapmore for 500s. Interesting that Jeremy Hamley, Melanie Mack, Chrissie Mayr all seem to have contempt for their audience. I know.
That I was like, well, that's Jeremy's stuff. That's not Melanie's stuff, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
I didn't bail on Camelot's stream on Thursday. I know he's making it sound like I bailed on his stream.
Well, you did.
I always
You
had a
did.
scheduled guest Thursday. So I streamed with Melanie Wednesday. Thursday, I had my own in-studio guest.
Wait. What? You planned a stream Thursday knowing you would have a stream on Thursday because you always do?
What sense does that make?
Wait. How is that possible?
You absolutely just caught her in another lie.
Yeah. That's like me planning something on Friday at 9 and then being like, oh, wait, Like,
I'm gonna go on your show Friday at 9. Oh, it turns out I have a show at the same time I always have a show.
Yeah, wait, what?
Nikki Huntsman, who I'd scheduled a while back. So I had her on, and
But then you scheduled with Camelot?
and she's not like in this part of the internet, so I wasn't gonna spend my whole episode with her going over this stuff. So that's why that happened, and Camelot knew I had that stream already, and then Nikki was an hour late, and not like giving her crap, but like it was an hour late.
Oh my
which
God.
pushed everything back later, and I just didn't have time to go on his stream after that. So
So now it was an hour late. Like Camelot, I was
Right.
watching some of his stream. He was up till like 3, I think. Wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Camelot
was. Like,
streams like a fucking champ. Like, and by the way, Camelot, your streams are awesome. I'm watching a lot of them, man. Awesome job, bud.
I didn't bail on Camelot. I didn't like purposely not have Brittany on. I just didn't.
I didn't. Yes, you did.
I wasn't trying to do an
You did. You did.
ambush.
I can't watch. Okay.
Gotcha stream. That's not really my style, and I know from experience that that's how you lose friends.
Well,
is
good
by,
luck.
is by throwing somebody on, and at the last minute being like, haha.
And that's when Mel was like, okay, like smiling. Is Brittany messaging you?
Just kidding. We're not here to talk about your wedding. We're here to, you know what I'm saying. I also need to touch on the fact that I was given conflicting messages about what was going on with Jeremy.
Okay.
It's hard to ascertain the gravity and the truth of a situation when I'm being told two different.
Could you not look into it for yourself? Like use your fucking brain to figure it out? It's just impossible, right?
No, she wants to be in the sphere, in the media, talking to everyone and not learn or know anything.
She just wants to not know anything so she can sit the fence and bring on everybody on every which
and
side.
make money. Yeah.
Yeah, and just make a ton of money off of it.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
never
defend-
having to take an actual stance and just allow deplatformers to lie and get away with censoring people. It's great, Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
Things. I have one very good friend telling me, look into this. And then I have another very good friend telling me, this is a nothing burger.
There's nothing to
This is
see
just
here.
Drama.
Gee, I wonder,
And
like
then
when Nina
I
showed
tweet
you
what's
all
going
the
on with
receipts,
Jeremy, the
both
responses are-
publicly and privately, and Melanie didn't have anything to back up it was a nothing burger, but her word. Why would you take Melanie's side over Nina's? Unless you had a financial interest, right? Which you did, clearly.
Cuck. He's a cuck. Okay, I don't
That
care about
was not-
his like sexual.
That
life
was
or his
not what
marriage
everything
or-
was. There
You
were
can
so
understand-
many super chats that were bringing up our editor losing his livelihood, the DMs that Jeremy sent to Josh Moon, where he was threatening to take everything down, his public tweets threatening to call his YouTube rep and have everything taken down. Like, Chrissy, what are we talking about here? Not every single super chat was cock. And it's just complete revisionist history. It's a retcon that we can all fact check. We all saw it with our own eyes. Who the fuck do you think you are to tell us lies like this that we all know are not true?
How that's
Literally every. And then the ones that didn't make points, she would read like this. Their channel was flagged down. Yeah.
confusing. It's
Yeah,
a lot of
Razgriz,
different
it's still
conflicting
live.
Why wouldn't we be live, bro?
Motherfucker.
messages.
We're gonna be live for 4 more hours at this rate.
So that's why, Nina's stream wasn't really top of mind because I was being told by Melanie that it was not a big deal and that it was a nothing burger. So
Right.
it's
You're such a liar. And she's so nervous and she's so caught. And like she's looking at the chat and she knows that no one believes her. It's all just calling out her lies and she's panicking. She's drowning. And now she's about to start doing the victim narrative, throw her father under the bus, throw her kid under the bus, any and every excuse she can possibly think of to avoid any sort of accountability for this. By the way, we got Anonymous for 10 subs.
Let's go.
And we've got fantastic Mr. Knox. What a lying cunt. Hope the lying was worth it to save your toxic friend. at the cost of losing your other friends and your integrity. And Buck Jackson says the only way this makes sense if you believe Jer's fourth lie. So this backlash took her by surprise. And Mr. Joe Soda for 1,000. People often repeat the same thing over and over when lying. It's a defining trait of a lol cow. And Fair and Balanced for 1,000 kicks. I think that Mel told Chrissie HCB was out. So let's do a stream together to show Jer how great we are together. And this was their sweep audition.
Mhm.
I think so. I think this was the whole thing. And DSP, Historical Society, sure. Guys, chat keeps screaming and demanding I get at least one new badge. Also, never trust anything that bleeds for a week straight but doesn't die. I actually tried to give you the VIP badge like 20 minutes ago, and it fucking wouldn't go through.
Oh, that stupid glitch. We'll figure it out, bud.
I might try and do it again, but it's fucking.
It
it's being
happens
difficult.
sometimes. We have to refresh and log out and log back in. Remember, like before that happened? We'll
Yes.
figure it out, bro. Doris, we remember who you are, of course, because you're fucking legend here. Buck Johnson for 10 subs. Let's go. Big support. Thank you so much. Fix it, Eddie.
You know, I'm not going to read her DMs.
Thank you, Buck.
I don't really like to read
Appreciate
any
you.
of the
Thank you,
DMs.
Teeth
I
for
think
the
that's
circle,
a
sorry.
sleazy thing to do, but I'm just trying to.
Oh, you got it now. It
I'm-
went through.
Oh, base. Let's go.
There you go. You got the
Refresh.
VIP badge, buddy.
There you go. And make sure you turn on your settings, by the way.
Just trying to explain. Like I was given a lot of information on this.
How much info do you need?
Like this is honestly, it's really not that
It's a
complicated.
5-minute explanation from someone.
Or
I'm
really,
just
it's really
now
not
kind of
that
going
crazy.
through and figuring out like what's true and what's not. I have to clarify that I'm not
gonna-
being paid by
We
Jeremy.
got Buck Jackson for 10 subs. When you have to say you're not being paid by somebody,
Yes.
doesn't it seem like you are? Yeah, yet. Mind you, he has apparently been a sponsor and sent coffee. You say he never sent money. Well, I find that a little hard to believe, but okay.
Thanks, Buck Johnson, for anher 10 subs.
In any way, shape, or form. I accepted coffee.
Yeah, maybe
from
the
him.
lie is Jeremy didn't pay her, his company did. Is that how she'll get around this? I don't know.
Holy
And
shit.
Buck Jackson for another 5 subs.
Let's go. Oh, I think it said Buck Johnson. Sorry, I meant Buck Jackson.
For an event we did
Johnson.
back in September called the Content Hotel.
Thanks.
It was like
Buck.
what, 8 months ago.
It was
He
a
sent
disaster.
me coffee. He was one of 12 sponsors who sent different food or coffee or
Jer's big sponsorship to her was sending coffee so they could
No,
drink in the.
But who believes this? That his entire info was just he sent what, like 2 bags of coffee? Like did
The
he even
Mother's Day
need to send
box?
more than 1 bag of coffee? He sent like a Mother's Day box, and then he's listed as a sponsor. Like you really sell out for dirt cheap, don't you, Chrissy? You slut out cheap, don't you?
And he was on her description on every video for
Yeah.
a year.
He sent the coffee, but was the first listed sponsor. That's just bags of coffee. Okay, sure. I mean, maybe. It just
No,
doesn't seem.
she got the
quite
coffee with
correct.
the money inside. Remember the money?
But it's like, listen, this is what Melanie said: is when you've proven to have lied, right? Why should we believe you on anything?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
whatever for the green room for the event. And so I thanked him just like I thanked all the other sponsors in the body of that event, if that makes sense. So I thanked Coffee Brain Coffee in the content house description. It's not like I'm thanking him on every single stream. I think somebody may have taken a screenshot of that and ran with it to make it look like I'm sponsored by Jeremy or sponsored by Coffee Brain
I
Coffee.
mean, honestly, like I'm not even gonna really dispute it that much. I don't really believe her, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
really.
it actually doesn't matter.
It was that one event. He gave me coffee for a 48-hour live stream 8 months ago, and that's it. I hope that clears that up. Another
It
important
didn't.
thing to keep in mind here is that I
We
am
got
not the
Lambier
streamer.
says 8 hours and still going. Absolute mad lads. We appreciate the
Hell,
support.
Thank you,
Let's
man.
get some subs
Let's
for
do
the
it.
9th hour of the
Ninth hour
program.
Freebird? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Or person that I was 2 years ago. I'm contrary to what a lot of you think. I am not terminally online.
That's a lie. You are
I'm taking
terminally
care
online.
of a 2-year-old.
Okay. So you're now throwing your kid under the bus, using your child as a human shield to excuse your negligence and sweeping. And I think that that's fucking disgusting, to be honest. Yeah. We got the Reza for 5 subs, and Ryer for a sub, and Rice Patty Master for a sub.
It doesn't matter if you have a 2-year-old. People told you the story 5 times.
She's lied so many times.
No, but they told
just
her the
because
story right before this fucking thing.
Yeah, I know. But just because she has a baby doesn't mean she has a license to lie on Brittany Venti's name and gaslight her about what went on and pretend like she never knew anything. Like, just because you have a kid doesn't give you the license to do that, Chrissy, and you know that. But you want to play on everybody's sympathy, everybody's heartstrings, particularly the women in your audience who are like, oh my God, she has a kid and, it's hard to take care of a kid. So, of course, she might have messed this up, right?
She has a kid.
No, you don't have a get out of jail free card
thing. Like 4 people, the same thing that she knew. How does the kid help you with that?
All the time, all day. I don't have him in daycare.
All day. What about when you were talking
well, that's your decision to not have him in daycare, right? That's your decision. Okay. It's not our fault.
Preschool. He's completely unvaccinated, so I can't.
Well, that's your decision, right? Like, what is your child being vaccinated have to do with you lying to Brittany Venti and lying about not knowing anything when you're on tape? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a virtue signal to people on the right wing, right? So look at how virtuous I am. I didn't vaccinate my child. It's like, okay, good for you. You want a fucking gold star? It's completely irrelevant to any of this shit.
No.
I have to watch him. He's all day with me, and I am not trying to have. I'm really doing the best I can. I'm probably gonna have to homeschool him because we live in New York.
Okay, so that's your decision.
Like 1,000 different
to homeschool your kid. You're not currently homeschooling him,
lied, though.
Right? Yeah, but this is crazy.
Like she's against it's like the COVID thing was like polio and fucking whatever the hell's.
I'm gonna be real. Like, does anybody else think like the autism, the rate might be, high because of a geriatric pregnancy she had when she was fucking 40 rather than vaccines? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was skeptical of the vaccine in 2020 because it was experimental fucking gene therapy fucking bullshit.
Exactly.
But are we really going to say that your kid shouldn't get the fucking polio vaccine or the measles vaccine? And I know, I know that everybody fucking, on the right wing, like not everybody, but a lot of people are against every sort of vaccination because it means cattle and they're goyim and da-da-da-da-da. But like at a certain point, we actually have to use our fucking brains, right? Like,
vaccines to even get into kindergarten. So I'm like preparing myself for that. But I'm really trying not to have, when people say, Chrissy, why don't you have videos on the background?
Yeah,
why don't you research?
I think those people are fucking retarded, personally.
More. I'm really not, I don't have the TV on when he's with me all day. I'm really trying not to look at my phone. I'm really not.
What does this have to do with anything?
Whoa, hang on.
I know. I shouldn't have given a take on it because
research more.
Because everybody has different opinions. I shouldn't have said anything, but it's entirely irrelevant to this discussion. And Chrissy was successful there in obfuscating about vaccines.
See, guys,
because
she fell for it.
See, but now it makes it about, are you pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine, right? And so if you're anti-vax, you now have to side with Chrissie Mayr and her lies. That's what this whole thing is about. It's so fucked, the manipulation.
You all fell into it. We tested you.
Not I don't have
right, Ash. We were just testing the audience. See,
TV on
You
when
fell
he's
for
with me
it.
all day. I'm really trying not to look at my phone. I'm really not trying to expose him to much screens while he's with
He's
me. I'm trying to
2.
read
He's 2. What are you gonna give a fucking tablet to your 2-year-old? The fuck are we talking about?
to him. I'm making sure he's eating.
What
I'm
a
making sure
brave
he's
stance you
napping.
took, Chrissy! You made sure your child was fed! Your torchlight's the way! It's okay, you lied now!
See?
What?
I planned this whole
You
thing
know,
out,
you guys,
folks.
all of you that are parents know this. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that, like, yeah, a couple years ago,
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
before I was married with a kid, I did have time to do a deep dive on, say, like, an
Oh,
Eliza
stop.
Blue.
Then retire. Then retire.
Gosh,
If you don't have the time to know what you're fucking talking about as an entertainer and informer, then shut the fuck up and go raise your child.
Everyone
Seriously,
told her, though. Everyone told
retire.
her. Everyone told her. Everyone
This
told
is
her.
useless.
By the way,
You don't get to have these excuses. Nobody else you wouldn't accept these excuses from anybody else. Let's be real.
I can't even like.
Rodimus Prime for 5 subs. Felted one says,
adult.
get her in that little measles monkey out of here. I Shrug 2 for 5 subs. Coker GX 3 subscribed. Humfordoo gifted a sub. Stoic Rage with a sub. We've got DSP Historical Society sure for 5 subs.
Big support. I'm crashing out from this bitch.
But I don't have the time or mental bandwidth to do that anymore
Then don't do a show.
Then retire.
Then don't
Then
do a
don't
show.
do it.
Don't do a show.
because my
Nobody's
priorities-
forcing you to
have
do
shifted.
Do a
this.
show
I'm a-
alone. Do a show alone.
Mom, I would so much rather be a good mother and a bad streamer than
Okay.
Oh my god. Give me
Then don't cry when people call you out for being a bad streamer.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't cry.
the other way around.
cry.
And sorry.
By the way, I think she is practicing for quartering show because she's going a million times. She'll fit right in.
So I don't have time to do the research that I used to do or should do. I do a
not
lot of
like-
like
listen,
I've done more now. I
It's
do like
not like we're
lock her up.
expecting you to give a 50-year geopolitical analysis of the Israel-Palestine conflict. It's not like we're expecting you to break down like the history of the Ukraine back to the 1300s or some shit like this. We're expecting you to be able to figure out anything that any fucking monkey could figure out. Online drama. That's it. It's so simple. Everybody's been talking about it. There's a million different resources to educate yourself. This is not an unreasonable expectation for you if you don't want to know about it to just shut your fucking mouth and don't step into this situation. But you did know all about it and you took advantage of it and you've admitted that to people privately and it's all going to come out, Chrissy. And then what? Then it's, oh, but I'm my dad. You'll hear. It's crazy.
gaming streams. I do reactions to body cam footage. I do content that like doesn't require a whole ton of prep work.
Then why
because
didn't you
I know
do
I
that?
don't have the time to do like the research and stuff.
The research.
And I've got like hours of shows to watch for FNT every week. And then I'm still
Are
trying
you
to
really telling us that because you had to watch TV, you couldn't figure out a basic internet drama?
Dude,
Like,
she could have
This-
listened while taking care of her kid. Could have fucking listened to a
she's
podcast.
trying to force the tears, by the way, and she can't even manage it.
Yeah.
She's that bad at this.
find time to be with my husband before he takes over for the night and I have to start
By the way,
streaming.
Chrissy, you know a lot of people that are moms have to work real jobs. 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. You're a live streamer, sweetie. You're a fucking live streamer. Get a fucking grip.
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Again, she was told all this.
So I'm just not,
And by the way, this whole
I'm so
apology, by the way,
mad.
she's about to backpedal the entire apology when Brittany
She's
is
so-
pressing her.
It's
You
so
might think-
hard on her to have to watch TV, dude. She had to watch 2, maybe 3 hours of television this week. Oh my God, sweetie. Let me dry your fucking tears and powder your ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
How could she go on?
Oh, it's lazy, but like, yeah, I'm reacting to body cam footage. I'm doing gaming streams. Yes,
Oh my God, she has to play video games
over a gaming stream.
Slaving over a hot gaming stream, guys. Oh my God.
still do
What does she play, by the way? Gaming stream. What does Chrissie play?
have some interviews, but nowhere nearly as much as I used to do 2 years ago before the baby.
Yeah, she plays Cunt Simulator. Exactly.
So, and if you'll know, people who follow me know that like I am not doing morning streams anymore because that's when I'm with him. All my streams are all basically outside of FNT 9 p.m. or later because that's when he is asleep for the night.
Okay.
And he's two, and he's
we'll
still
see if
nursing.
this holds up. By the way, we'll see if this holds up. By the way, when Jer schedules you for 9 a.m. Right? We'll see. We'll see. Right?
I don't know how to get him to stop. He even today on Mother's Day is trying to like.
You can't properly wean your child
at the brunch table. Anyway, that's
so you're a bad mom. Okay. So well, why'd you bring it up then?
Yeah, if that's disappointing to people or if people have a hard time grasping that, I really have changed as a person in these last 2 years. And
to become more incompetent and lazy?
A liar and a loser?
That's what's happening. Like I'm so fully dedicated to this 2-year-old that.
Oh my God.
What is this? What does this have to do with anything? By the way, we get the excuse. You're a mother, right? Do you need to keep going on and on and on about it? But she sees that the chat is rejecting her bullshit. And so she has to continue to play up this victim narrative and make more and more excuses rather than take any degree of accountability. And the simplest way out of this was just to say, I lied to protect my friend. That's it.
I got nervous. I lied to protect. I didn't know how to explain it. And that's it. All you have to say.
That's why I dropped.
By the way, Johnny Junkers cum-filled ass for a sub. Let's go.
Ziggy for 5,000 kicks. She has to watch 3 hours of TV. What a brave stance you took, Chrissie. And we got Monumental Unyani says, just wanted to say fuck John Delaroz for defending this bitch in Hambly because Christians are under attack.
He's an actual fucking mongoloid retard. That fucking
the ball and didn't research this drama as much as I probably should have over the last few months.
You were told all of it on a silver spoon by Nina.
I also need to let you guys know that major things have been going on with me the last few months. For those of you who have followed me and know that my dad was murdered.
Guys want. Oh, her dad was murdered. Whoa, her dad was just murdered, guys. So we should. No, actually, it was 3 years ago. But you know, don't let a good tragedy go to waste 3 years later. By the way, she's so traumatized by her father's murder that she makes frequent jokes about her father's murder.
I think she made fun of that like a week after he died.
I know. You got a dead dad alert, dead dad alert, human shield alert, human shield alert. Using your dead father as a human shield for sweeping for Melanie Mack is wild work. Wild work. And this is the thing is she thinks that she deserves dignity and decorum and to be treated with respect and kindness. I'm going to treat you like the dirtbag shithole that you are. Fuck you, cunt.
Like almost 3 years ago. Some of it is pertaining to that, and I'm
What?
I'm not gonna go into like great detail.
No, because you can't. Because it's why. Go ahead. Your father's 3-year-old corpse stopped you from reading Twitter. Oh, I'm sure.
Everyone's business, but
by the way, does this lady never take a shit or go to the bathroom?
Why?
Because like all it would take is like 6 fucking piss breaks or shits to be able to catch up on the whole drama. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like that's how a lot of people, like when they go to the bathroom, they go on Twitter and that's how they learn about this. But we're meant to believe that she couldn't figure it out in 5
That's
days.
how I learn every update for our show. When I go to the bathroom, I go, what happened?
I guess she wears diapers. I don't fucking know.
She's sloshing in her pants.
Some issues have come up with that. I mean, I don't know how many of you have like had again, and I'm not saying this as an excuse. I'm just trying to give you guys a sense of like where I'm at.
It is obviously an excuse. Just admit it's an excuse.
I don't know how many people had a family member murdered.
No!
Wait, like,
oh my God.
Death. It's like, I'm sorry you lost your father, but that has nothing to do with what happened 3 years later.
This has nothing to do with anything. And I'm sorry
who lost their paycheck? Our editor, and he has a kid and a wife. And he's like,
phone shield me, daddy. Like, fuck you, bitch. And it's like a lot of people's parents pass away. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not an excuse 3 years later to still be a raging cunt.
You know, like, come on.
In their home. But it's kind of torn my family apart. And it's
what?
It's something I deal with all the time. And I don't talk about it all the time because like
she can't even properly cry for her dead father. She can't even force the tears for her dead dad.
This is so pathetic. With this, so therefore I support false flagging.
You just get off the internet then.
Yeah.
If you can't take it, if you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Nobody will ever feel bad for me or you, by the way. Like, because we're not a woman that's going to cry crocodile tears like this. But there's a ton of fucking thirsty simps and empathetic women that immediately when this shit happens, they get manipulated. And she knows that. And she's counting on that. I, on the other hand, will grant you no fucking mercy and no grace because I'm not a fucking simp.
By the way, like I saw one person on Twitter who was like, why are you guys attacking women? It's like, they went after our channel, you fucking dick. Shut the fuck up.
I guarantee you, by the way, had I got on her show, I would have actually broken her and she would have cried within 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you.
Easy.
I guarantee you.
I can bring everybody down, but there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of
you guys are making fun of women. Bad optics. Shut the fuck up.
Other personal stuff that I've been going through in the last few months that has very much distracted me and taken up my headspace and kept me.
She was in a bad headspace, everybody. Matt, she was in a bad headspace.
But
she get off the internet and handle your IRL obligations.
She brought it up. This is all lies. She brought it up to Nina Infinity 2 weeks ago. And look at her here. Ash. That's not a good look. Look at that.
She's ugly.
That might be a sticker. That might be a sticker.
I just gotta ask though, why are women supposedly exempt from criticism? Because she wants to be treated like one of the guys. She wants to be an edgy comedian. She wants to talk all sorts of shit and crack all these jokes. But then the moment comes to actually be treated as an equal, to actually have to explain yourself and take responsibility. And then suddenly she's just a silly woman who has no fucking clue and can't handle it. It's funny how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing things like catching up on the quartering.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
And I've seen people make the argument of like, Chrissy, how could you not watch all your friends' content? You stream with all these people. You're friends with all these people. My algorithm is not my friends' content.
You brought it up. You brought it up. You're a liar. You brought it up. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Baseball that I watched with my husband. It's like it's ways to remake your backyard, and it's like
kidding me?
Content. It's like
right.
Why won't my toddler stop nursing at 2 years old?
Why are you
That's my
telling
content.
us this?
That's my algorithm.
What does this have to do with anything?
My YouTube. So, that for people who can't possibly grasp why I wasn't up on the journey.
Why is she being so fucking like disrespectful?
Making Melanie speak on it.
About what?
It's like for those of you who can't possibly understand why, like she's talking down to people like they're freaks or like terminally online sickos for expecting you to know what you're talking about. This is a baseline expectation.
I keep saying it, but she did know. So this excuse, this lie, is pointless. On top of that, and even if it wasn't a lie, it still wouldn't be an excuse. The moment your friends go, well, Mel supported false flagging and got people's channels removed, and we don't support
it's
that.
Also, the word somebody brought it up in chat, and this is exactly the word I want. Is condescending.
Yeah,
Like she's above us. Like she doesn't owe us anything, and we're crazy for expecting her to be honest with us.
Why? Another point is I also used to work for somebody controversial. I worked on the Anthony Cumia network on the Compound Media for a few years, and I think I had a show on there. When did I start there? Maybe it's like 5 or 6 years. And so I understand what it's like to work for someone who's controversial, you know, for years. Even now, even though Compound Media has been over for 2 years, I still get shit for working for Anthony Cumia.
Well,
and he's gotten himself into a lot of
right?
controversy, and he has had a lot of drama that I have had nothing to do with. But yet the internet still demands I explain or speak on his behalf or
okay.
Oh my god, that's
tough titty.
What I'm trying to say is like
welcome to the real world.
I know Melanie worked for somebody controversial, but I didn't think that reflected on her because I also used to work for somebody controversial. I used to work for Anthony Cumia.
But it's not that it was like a past controversy. This is a current, just happened, fresh,
that she's
still
actively involved in co-signing. Yeah. And she's going out there and attacking people who disagree with her boss. So she's an active participant in it. She's making videos calling everybody snakes, calling Craig a snake and shit.
Exactly. So literally,
it's not. Are we kidding here?
It's not like with Anthony Cumia has a past and you joined him 10 years later, and now people are looking at the past. It is piping hot out of the stove.
Exactly,
right now.
Mr. Master Blaster. This was the worst move possible. What a tone deaf move. Absolutely.
It's twisted.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people have said horrible things about him too. So I keep that in mind. And for those of you that are upset that I am only streaming on Sunday instead of Thursday.
Do you think this is the first time in her entire life that somebody told her no?
Yes.
I think it is. I think at 42 years old, for the very first time in her life, she's being told no. And she can't stand it because she's used to batting her eyes and getting people to bend backwards for her.
I think that's with Jared too, by the way. I think a quartering somehow, some way got like, lucky with the algorithm, tons of money, and everyone was like a yes man to him. Right? Yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. And now he's like in shock. People are saying no to him as well.
Look,
and Mel as well, by the way.
My plan show
viewer asked, do you think she really didn't know about the book of Titus, or was she just doing the feigned ignorance? It's been bothering you for the last 2 hours. Bro, she didn't know. She's never opened the Bible, bro. She doesn't know anything.
Friday is when I go on Friday Night Tights. I was asked to not go on there. And no shade to Gary, like
but she's about to cash shade
show to I totally get.
Then
that's what.
Why did you back Jer and saying it was a cancel mob and they were leftist? Why did you back him on that then, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
There's no good answer for that, obviously.
Show. And then we went away from Mother's Day weekend. So I'm not going to inconvenience my in-laws, my husband, the baby,
no
2
one's
dogs.
asking
I'm
you
not going to say, hey, everybody, can we cancel our weekend plans?
What are we doing?
I have to.
This is irrelevant.
I have to make a video.
But okay, then
Camelot
you don't
have
to do that, by the way. And then everyone hates you because you're being fucking disingenuous. Yeah, deal with it, bitch. That's the consequence.
Camelot wanted you to deal with it the next day. Not on the weekend, like the next day, and you wouldn't do it. Instead, you interviewed a porn star, which was optically fucked for the Christ arguments you were making.
But I don't understand this. Like, I could do whatever. Yeah, me and Ashton can do a fucking stream where we watch fucking baseball, and everyone's gonna go, "What are you doing?"
Is the whole weekend canceled to make a 10-minute explanation? Because you could have explained it in 10 minutes. And had you done a pre-recorded video, it probably would have been better, because when you did this live and you saw the chat actively shitting on it, you started making up all sorts of excuses and panicking on the spot and flailing. Okay? Like, this was the worst way to possibly do this.
And address angry people who hate me and will never believe a thing I say anyway.
So wait a minute. If it's just angry people who hate you,
Then
that'll never believe you and will never be appeased,
don't do this.
then don't do this. If you don't believe that there's any good faith people who are genuinely upset with what you did and it's all just haters and trolls, then don't do this stream. Just don't. What are we doing here?
So that's why I'm here Sunday doing my weekly show and talking about it here.
It's begrudgingly.
And
She's bitter about it. She's condescending to us. This is beneath her.
Pretty much
our concerns are beneath
Then
her.
fuck off.
She's addressed.
And get
she's
felted.
addressed everything. Yeah, she's addressed everything, and now we can all move on, right? No, Chrissy. Sorry.
Get felted. That's what happens now.
It's that I've wanted to, that I feel like have been mostly the concerns of many of the people who've been critical of me. And I don't appreciate and when people bring up, oh, Chrissy, you retweeted this tweet about SJW mob tactics. Yeah, I think the whole guilty by association thing is bullshit. I don't.
Okay, so what Friday Night Tights did was bullshit. So you are casting shade on Gary and his decision making and believing it's guilt by association and cancel mob stuff. No, it's not. What happened was you created a massive shitstorm drama that you refused to clear up before Friday Night Tights. So their entire show was going to be taken up by your drama that you created and you caused by either your ignorance and negligence, or, let's be honest, your willful choices to sweep to get a job with Jeremy Hambly. Okay. It's one of those two things. They chose to not fuck over every single person on the panel. It's not all about you. And you were given a fucking timeout from the show to sort this shit out. Sorry, that's not a woke cancel mob. Okay. What Jeremy Hambly tried to do is a woke cancel mob tactic, where he's not just like the woke mob. He's a mafia don. He's a mob boss saying that if we don't do what he says, he'll take our livelihood away. And he's also now being accused by Sydney Watson of blackmail and threatening to go after her and her family. Chrissy? So use your fucking brain.
I don't think that we should be coming for blood on people who are simply friends with someone else.
Who said that this was
I don't
blood?
think we should be coming for blood on somebody who had someone on but didn't talk about the things that they wanted you to talk about.
It's so disingenuous. It's so condescending. It's just gaslighting everybody, telling us that what we're concerned about doesn't matter.
If you're all right, Chrissy, let's pretend for a second here she didn't know. Chrissy, if you have on someone who got us banned off of YouTube, I fucking hate you and you deserve everything horrible that happens to you. How about that? How about I don't need an excuse? How about you being friends with someone who's like that, you can go get fucked. How about that?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say.
Right? And then on top of that, it's a lie and she knew and all that stuff.
Right. There's the thing is, like, nobody's allowed, like, it's this like weird tone policing about like, well, you can't say this or you can't do that. Actually, I fucking can. And you don't get to decide. Let's be real.
So I can't have a friend who... Yeah, you can't without us hating you. Well, because we'll hate you no matter what now.
You can have that friend. But it's like, I don't know, if you were friends with a convicted pedophile, would you be like worried? Like,
or Ralph? Ralph, you know what flags everyone and does all this horrible shit, and we're friends with him.
It's like,
mad at us
if you're friends with somebody who's like convicted of multiple like burglaries and fraud and scams, murder, you know, and we go, well, you shouldn't be friends with that person. Their behavior's fucked. And you're like, well, you can't tell me. Da, da, da. okay, well, I can say fuck you.
Yeah. Why does the whole internet hate me? I could do it. Well, everyone hates you now. How about that? But that's on top of the lies and all that stuff.
Again, if I had known and connected all the dots, if I knew today what I knew on Wednesday, it would have been a completely different stream.
No, it wouldn't have.
But again,
Because you knew
we
what
can all
you
play
knew
Monday
today
morning
then.
quarterback, and hindsight is 2020. And
I'm rattled, dude.
I think that's everything. I think that's everything I want to cover.
Okay.
Don't take a minute.
And I don't
take a
think it's
piss
right. Again,
quickly.
I don't think what he